It was a dark and stormy night, and Jane was home alone. She had always been afraid of the dark, and the howling wind outside did nothing to ease her fears. She tried to occupy herself by watching TV, but the static on the screen only made her jumpier. Suddenly, she heard a noise coming from the basement. She froze, her heart pounding in her chest. It sounded like someone, or something, was down there. She knew she should go check, but she was too scared. She tried to tell herself it was just the wind, but she couldn't shake the feeling that there was something down there. For what felt like an eternity, Jane sat in silence, listening to the noise from the basement. It seemed to be getting louder, and she could hear what sounded like scratching and shuffling. She knew she had to do something, but she couldn't force herself to move. Just as she was about to lose her mind, the power went out. The room was plunged into darkness, and Jane let out a scream. She could hear the noise from the basement getting louder, and she knew it was coming for her. She could hear it on the stairs now, getting closer and closer. Jane scrambled to her feet, feeling her way to the door. She had to get out of the house, but the front door was locked, and she couldn't find the key. She could hear the thing from the basement getting closer, and she knew she was running out of time. In a blind panic, Jane ran to the window and smashed it open. She climbed out just as the thing from the basement reached the top of the stairs. She could hear it pounding on the door, but she was already running down the street, not looking back until she reached the safety of her neighbor's house. But even as she sat shaking, surrounded by the comforting light of her neighbor's home, she knew that the thing from the basement would always be there, waiting for her to return.